Hey guys, want to bring you another YouTube video regarding the Minnesota Timberwolves and Glen Taylor finally selling the team and the Lynx, Minnesota Lynx, the WNBA team. So it's actually two teams that he sold to Alex Rodriguez and his investing group. So what does that mean for the future of the team, and also when does he take over? So supposedly it's going to be a 2-year effect where Alex Rodriguez and the investors in the group take over. And then what does that mean? Also, will the team stay there? Because I've actually made a video about that when Glen Taylor almost about a year ago, and I'll put probably a link to it. Well, he moved the team, and I've actually said that I think ultimately it's going to be like the Seattle Supersonics, where the ownership, where Howard Schultz sold to Bennett and that group, eventually went to Oklahoma City. Especially, yes, they supposedly said they will never move the team, but then they started losing money and stuff like that. The financials didn't make sense, I guess. And they claim, well, yeah, it didn't make sense, so we got to move it to Oklahoma City. Now, that's where there's already rumors and speculations about Alex Rodriguez in the group of, will he move it to Seattle? And so before, I thought, like I said, that if Glen Taylor does sell the team, that it could go to be moved to Seattle, or an expansion team could go there. I honestly, if I had to put my odds to it, I would say now it's probably going to be more like 90%. I feel like it's going to be moved to Seattle, because first thing, Alex Rodriguez did play his time with Seattle Mariners, and has and is familiar with that because he was there while he was playing. So I think he knows there's a void there, that there's no NBA there, and financially, and they built that new NHL arena for them, or improved it too. So that city has grown quite a bit, and they could probably get the Seattle Supersonics name back, I believe, um, unless Oklahoma City owns it, but it doesn't make sense because they're not even Oklahoma City. They're just came from Seattle. Um, so, and the purchase was for $1.5 billion. I think, like I said, it starts pave the road. I would say it may not happen right away, but it is 2 years where Alex Rodriguez gets to take over in the group in 2023. Now, I don't know how fast they're going to make that move or anything like that if they do, but Glen Taylor at the time, and I haven't heard anything confirmed yet because it just happened this weekend for the sale, is that he at the time he said that he wants the buyers to be able to keep this team in Minnesota. So, but this time around, I haven't heard if Alex Rodriguez is going to want to keep the team in Minnesota or not. There's no statement saying that. And like I said, he never played in Minnesota. Sure, owners may be okay with that. Like I said, Michael Jordan bought Charlotte. He had some ties already with Charlotte. Um, but I just don't see how Alex Rodriguez and his group, because they're going to make a lot more money if they do. Now, there is that expansion fee, I believe, going to be $2 billion if they have an expansion team, because if they're going to expand, they're going to have to do an even number, so it's probably going to be two teams. So that's the other thing, but it could be relocation fee too, if Minnesota moves that way. So, and like I said, more owners will have to sell teams if they are hit pretty hard during this time, that because they may not recover fast enough depending on which industry. They're going to get more of their equity depending on when they bought it and when they sell. Glen Taylor purchased the team for $88 million. for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So he made a ton of money for selling for $1.5 billion. So, and he wasn't very successful as a Minnesota Timberwolves owner during his tenure. So, I'm pretty sure Minnesota Timberwolves fans are happy that he sold for that reason. But he is one of the, he was the owner that kept that team there, because remember, there was a rumor that that team could have moved to New Orleans. So if he didn't purchase it, so there, I would imagine there's a love-hate relationship for Minnesota Timberwolves fans, saying, "Wow, we got to still get to keep our basketball team, but we were never successful. We only, especially you wasted so much of Kevin Garnett's career, so especially didn't get into the playoffs as often." Um, and right now you're wasting Carl Anthony Towns' career. So but now you got this new ownership. If you're a fan of the Minnesota Timberwolves, like, wow, are we going to lose our team now? Because they're, like I said, it started trending, and like I said, I kind of believe that if the Seattle Supersonics does get the expansion rights, then yeah, Minnesota may not move. But if they move before that expansion, there's going to be some other teams lined up. That's what I'm saying. Unless, again, when things, arenas start opening up again, will Minnesota be able to sell out? Because I don't think they were selling out as much compared to other stadiums. I know they weren't, because, like I said, when they were doing well, just like any NBA franchise, unless you're really doing well, like the Lakers, like they still sold out, even they were bad for the most part. Um, so that's where, like I said, if you're not really selling out and financially, an owner could probably see, hey, I could probably make more. Especially there's kind of history and establishment back there in Seattle Supersonics, that I could probably make this work and be the owner that brought back Seattle basketball there. So, yeah, there's going to be some interesting development there next 2 years, and see if that does fulfill, and see if my guess or educated guess is going to be right or not. But like I said, or we might find out sooner, like I said, if there's going to be an expansion team that's going to be fulfilled before then. Because, like I said, they had one of the lowest NBA Finals ratings last year, and so they got to make up some of that money. And so, and that's where they came up with that expansion fee. So, go ahead and hit that like button if you like this video, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Again, together we can build better tomorrow. Thanks.